There is a race none can win. No matter your skill or execution.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
No matter how hard you try. But if instead of looking to win, you approach it differently. If you control everything you can, while accepting anything you can't. If you disregard any and all opposition, focusing solely on your own way. If, whenever you need to, you don't hesitate to restart the clock. And leave to others the counting of its seconds. You may come to realize that, actually, it never was a race to begin with. And if it isn't a race, then you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The Cosmograph Daytona.
And action!
All right. Here we go. OC with you live from OC Studios, original OC channel on this Friday, the 19th of December, 2025, with breaking news. Breaking news. Boom. Thank you to leading industry sources as well as great friends and resources within the community. We are here to give you breaking news. Breaking news. Rolex prices are going up in the United States on January 1st. And thanks to our friends in the industry, we have the entire US price list, the entire catalog, all 53 pages with every single reference and all the new prices. How come there are no other live streams, no other watch channels that bring you the breaking news like this? I don't know why. I think it's kind of weird that other channels focus on the most ridiculous things. Like they go to Monochrome and they find an article about a watch release, or they go to Hodinkee and they think that's news. That's not news. We are here to bring you the amazing breaking news. And we already have 5 people watching. That's awesome. Guys, breaking news at this hour. We have the new Rolex 2026 price list. And we can give you the new prices on everything. All you have to do is type in a reference in the chat. If you could include a modest highlighted comment, anything that's $1.99 and above, we will I will look up the price and I will tell you the new price. How about that? How about it? Is that a fair deal? Fair deal? For as low as a $1.99 super chat, I will give you the new 2026 price on any reference in the Rolex catalog. Pretty awesome trade, I think. And we've got it. We've got the full catalog, all 53 pages. I mean, I was skeptical. I didn't think they were going to do it, but lo and behold, they're doing it. I mean, the people who predicted that prices were going up, they were right. They were right. And this is the evidence. We've got the evidence. It's amazing. By the way, upvote the live stream. Please upvote the live stream. Let's get to 10 likes. Even though there are only 5 people watching, let's get to 10 likes right out of the gate, if that's possible. Let's see what we have in the chat. We've got Stefan, who's a member of the OC channel. Thank you for being a member. Got Hot Watcher. I told you so. Prices going up. Hey, if you predicted it, you were right. If you told us that prices were going up, well, you were correct. Hey, look at this. We've got Eldesense. What's up, Eldesense? I love Eldesense. He's such a great supporter of the watch community and these channels. Always been a personal supporter of mine. Thank you for always having my back, Eldesense. I appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Hey, Eldesense, if you have a reference, since you did a $2 super chat, Flamingo Blue highlighted comment, type in a reference number. Type in your favorite current Rolex reference number, and I will tell you the new price. Okay. Anybody who super chats $1.99 or above, include a reference number in your chat, and I'll pull up the new price. It'll be fun. It's a fun game. But yeah, breaking news at this hour. Rolex prices are on the rise. Dates going up. Daytonas going up. Datejusts going up. Everything's going up. Everything is going up. Huh. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Of course, I'm wearing my Rolex. The Daytona on Oysterflex Ever Rose Gold Oysterflex bracelet. Sundust Diamond Baguette. Reach for the crown, guys. Reach for the crown. Now, what's the day date it's going up to? Which day date in particular? Yellow gold or white gold or rose gold? You have a particular day date you have in mind, Eldesense? I'll be happy to look it up. Just let me know. Rose gold, okay. Tell you what, let's do this. Boom. Day date 40. We're going to go to the current website. We're just going to pull up any day date 40. Current price of the day date 40 in rose gold is $47,500. $47,500. And the new price, I guess I should find it somewhere. I guess I should actually have the catalog handy. What do you think? Oops, let's not do that. I need the actual catalog to look up the new prices. All right, let's look them up. Boom, and 228. Let's look up the day dates. Day date 40. The new day date 40 price for rose gold. Dun, 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 is anticlimactic here. 228235. The new price is $51,600. $51,600. Wow. Yep. So yeah, current price $47,500. New price $51,600. Woo! The day dates getting pricey. The day dates are getting pricey. Thank you, El Descents, for your super chat. And look who we have here, Muhammad Ali, member for 11 months. Thank you for being a member, Muhammad Ali. Great supporter of the global watch community. What about the 36 millimeter Land Dweller in steel? Okay, let's go there. Land Dweller. The Land Dweller in steel in 36. The current US price is $14,440. $14,440. The new price is $15,350. $15,350. So the price of the Land Dweller 36 in steel going up by $900. $900. You guys can do the math. That's like roughly 5%, 5 or 6%. Someone like Vimal is usually in the chat doing actual calculations. So the price has gone up with $900 from $14,450 to $15,350 for the Land Dweller 36. Thank you, Muhammad Ali, for your member milestone chat. Anybody else wants to know the new prices? Type in a comment in the chat. We have the entire new 2026 Rolex price list. Prices are going up. We have breaking news at this hour. Breaking news. Got Aunt G in the chat. What's up, Aunt G? All Rollies are increasing. You betcha. All of them are going up. Every single one is going up. If you have a specific reference, include a $1.99 super chat. Come on, show your, this is work. This is hard work, guys. I'm looking up tables. I'm cross-referencing spreadsheets. I had to download PDF for this. But yeah, breaking news at this hour. Rolex has raised price. I didn't think they were going to do it. But lo and behold, the prices have gone up. By the way, if you want to discuss this, I'll drop a link to join the panel. No one's going to jump on. No one ever does. That's fine, whatever. But it is an open platform. It's quasi-open. It's open if I let you in. How about that? But got Mathis in the chat, co-CEO of the Watch Colony Channel Network. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Hot Watcher. Thank you for the $2 flamingo blue highlighted comment. I appreciate that. The 126,500. 126,500. Let's take a look. The current price of the steel Daytona is $16,000. $16,000. The new price on January 1st will be. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? 16,900. 16,900. So the price of the Rolex Daytona is going up by $900 from 16,000 to 16,900. Someone do the quick math. What percentage is that? Hold on, I'll try to do the math right here. You guys will probably beat me. It's a 5.6% increase on steel. 5.6% increase on a steel Daytona. Still represents a pretty good bargain. I remember, I don't remember when Daytonas were 12,500. I mean, I do remember when they were 15,000, but now they're 16,900. 16,900. Hot Watcher, thank you for your $2 contribution to the original OC channel. We aim to please anybody who super chats. Will have direct access to the leaked Rolex, the leaked 2026 Rolex price list. I got Andy Lewis in the chat. Andy Lewis is a member of the OC channel. Thank you for being with us, Andy. Howdy, y'all, his customary greeting. Hey, look what we have here. We've got someone joining the panel for the first time in a long time. Let me just, is it possible for you to turn on your camera to do a quick flash just to verify your identity? Is that possible? I know it's you, but I just want to make sure. Got to make sure. Or type in something in the private chat. Let me know. But yeah, prices are going up, and we have the exclusive. We've got the exclusive. Yo, is this John D? Is this the real John D? Check, check, check. John D? Oh, check.
Hey.
Hey. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
What's going on? You doing any traveling?
No, I've been actually pretty sick lately. Strange.
Oh, that's sorry to hear that.
I was in the ER on Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, not good, but just relaxing.
Bump up your microphone a little bit so everybody can hear you. Well, very best wishes for a very speedy recovery, and hope you're getting some rest.
Try.
If you want to do absolutely nothing but feel better and be bored, this is the exact channel to watch.
This is the best.
the soothing
this
sounds.
Is exactly where you go.
If you want to fall asleep, I had people in Dubai tell me, it's like, hey, OC, I love your channel. If ever I want to fall asleep, I put you on. Within 3 minutes, I'm out cold.
Yeah, the night's over.
Yep. Hey, we got Julius Caesar in the chat.
Thanks, Julius.
Howdy, everyone. Yeah, he's wishing you well wishes to get well soon. That's very nice. Hopefully, it's something that's temporary and can be overcome with a little bit bed rest.
We'll see.
So do you care? Rolex is raising prices. Did you think that they were going to do it?
I didn't think they would.
I didn't think so either. I thought they were going to wait. I mean, they've done some big price increases. They did a 14% price increase on precious metal Daytonas this year. So I didn't think they were going to do it. Especially considering that demand peaked, prices peaked in October. Now they don't know this because they don't have access to the data like we do, but we can report based on very reliable sources that the prices of Rolex in the secondary market peaked in October 2025. And now the prices that secondary dealers are offering for Rolexes is the prices are going down. What do you think is going to happen?
Look and see if certain models only have received. I mean, you said it's all models, but have they all received the same
I don't.
price increase?
I have not done that analysis, but I do not believe that that is a static percentage across the board. It is not.
Okay.
So certain models have gone up more than others.
Gotcha.
Yep. Let me also share something. This is also breaking news. We only cover the best watch news. The data for the Swiss watch exports for the month of November was released. And here it is. Boom. Now, as you recall, shipments to the United States from Switzerland in the months of September and October were basically half of what they typically are. And the same held true for November. Shipments from the Swiss watch industry to the United States were down a whopping 52%. 52%. Very serious. So, like, for the past 3 months, the entire Swiss watch industry has been shipping half of the normal volume to the United States. Now, at the same time that deliveries have been half of their typical volume, prices of Rolex in the secondary market peaked in October and have been slowly going down. John, I know you're an economist. You're a famed economist. You were at Yale for over a decade, leading the economics department. Let me ask you a simple economics question. What do you think is going to happen to prices? You actually don't even have to be a professor to understand this, but if shipments to the United States have been half their typical volume for the last 3 months, and yet prices are going down, what do you think is going to happen if the Swiss watch industry doubles their shipments to the United States?
Oh, goodness.
And goes back up to the normal model, the normal level?
You've got issues here.
Big issues. Big. And I've been saying this for about the last 6 to 8 weeks, that these guys they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. It's going to be a massive self-inflicted wound. If I were them, if I were Rolex and Patek and Richard Mille and AP and Vacheron, I wouldn't ship more product here. I would keep it at the same level. I might increase it a little bit, but I wouldn't send, in the last 2 weeks of this year, I wouldn't send double the volume that you've been sending in order just to make those end of year numbers. And you know they're going to do it. You know Swatch is going to do it. You know Richemont's going to do it. You know LVMH is going to do it. And they're going to flood the US dealers with product that we don't need. We don't need it.
Yeah, they get those trays, right? When they order, like, let's say London or Booker, they get a big tray worth of whatever product comes. My understanding is that it's not up to them to choose which models, Rolex models that they want. They get a tray of, let's say, 50 watches and be some gold, some sports, some dress, whatever it is.
Yep.
Do you think they'll change those ratios?
I don't know if they will.
Maybe they'll increase sports stuff, or maybe they'll decrease the more sought after.
See, Rolex is kind of like an easy question. Like Rolex, they'll figure out a way to move that merch. What about JLC? What about Panerai?
Oh my God.
What about IWC? What about Tudor?
They should just close the front of every brick and mortar store that they have.
I mean, these guys have mono brand boutiques. Hublot's down 40% over the last 2 years. They're gonna flood the market with even more models. So they've already got display cases. They've got watches everywhere. No one's buying anything.
crazy. I could see some of those. Some of the brands probably will have issues with holding their New York City flagship in the location that they currently have.
Yeah, they're opening flagships all over the place. And
I
does
mean,
I mean
they need to consolidate somewhere else,
yeah,
not Madison Avenue.
yeah, does Cincinnati need a Panerai boutique? I mean, I don't know what these fucking guys are doing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's over for these guys. I think Q1 is going to be. I don't like to do predictions. I like to actually provide thoughtful analysis based on real time data and previous data. But in this case, we did predict. Actually, it was Buckley. Had his finger on the pulse. He's the one who called the top of the market, top of the Rolex market for October, because he's been monitoring this very, very closely. And prices since October have gone down. If you're trying to sell watches, I think we might be in for a bloodbath in Q1. I think these guys need to stop opening monobrand boutiques. I think I
Yes,
just don't.
that's a problem. I mean, if you're going to get super tiny foot traffic into those brick and mortar spaces, they're monobrand boutiques, you're not going to get anybody buying them, first off.
Yep.
And then second, even if it's their flagship and they need to hold a position, like some footprint in these big cities, probably best not to do it in the price category that they're doing now. Like, go up Fifth Avenue. What's the cost of real estate there?
Insane, right?
And if
Insane.
you've got 2 or 3 people coming in per week, that's non-buying. Those are the tire kickers. So it's ridiculous. Nobody's buying those things.
Yeah, I think 2026 is going to be the rude awakening that many thought may have happened in 2024 or 2025. For some reason, these guys kept, skating along, and like nothing bad was going to happen. And the tariffs came, and I think most people realize, you know what? I don't need this many watches. Why am I buying a watch a month? It's ridiculous. I mean, it's one thing to buy watches when you see their prices appreciating. It's another thing when they're worth 30% less than the price you paid. And if you want to easily get out of it by trading it, you're going to get, I don't want to use the R word, you're going to get screwed by secondary dealers. I mean, just
our word meaning royally. Yeah.
Royally screwed. Exactly. Yes. BW member for 15 months. He's in Florida, sunny Florida. Did you experience that fucking monsoon that came through last night?
Oh my goodness.
It was insane.
It was pretty crazy.
Crazy, but at least it's like 57 degrees now. It's everything's melted away. Everything's good.
All the snow is melted, or at least most of it.
Yep. BW, thank you for being a member for 15 months. Greetings, everyone. Really appreciate all the members. If you have a star next to your name, check and see if you have a member milestone chat. If you want to know the new price of any reference, jump on the panel and you'll get a free, you get to pull up a model for free, or just type in $1.99 super chat. We'll pull up the new price of any model. Breaking news, 2026 prices. Rolex is going up. We have the leaked price list. How do we get it? Don't ask. Doc Mick at Florida's in the chat. We got Whole Milk, C3D now. All the cool people are flying in, and welcome ZD to the panel. What's up, ZD?
Hello. How is everybody?
How are things in beautiful California?
Quite lovely, actually. I was on the East Coast earlier in the week. I've never been more cold in my entire life. It was shocking. How you people live. Quite surprising. But
wait, hold on. The guys that are up in Canada, those guys are really freezing.
Forget it. I can't focus on international issues.
But they're used to it. Aren't they used to it?
I'm domestic facing.
ZD, do you have any? Let's ask John D first because he joined the panel first. Is there any particular Rolex reference that you'd like to know, of which you'd like to know the new price?
I'd be interested. I got the root beer 2 years ago. That might be
the two-tone root beer.
Yeah, the two-tone.
Okay. Two-tone root beer. Let's pull it up. Pull it up, OC. Pull it up. Okay, let's see if root beer is something that the Rolex search engine recognizes. Oh, lo and behold, they do. Okay.
Cool.
The 126711 CHNR, lovingly known as the root beer. It's two tones, oyster steel and rose gold with the black and brown Cerachrome bezel, is currently priced at 18,150.
Can we guess?
18,150. Yeah, go ahead and guess. Yeah. There's no right or wrong answer.
Sure. I'm going to say 20,500.
Whoa. Oh boy.
All right, I like that. But we're doing prices right. We're doing prices right rules though. So you
Yeah,
can't.
okay.
You have to come as close
Come
to the
on
actual.
down.
Come on down. You have
Are
to
you
get
going to
as
kiss
close
me
to
on the
the
lips?
actual
Are
retail
you going to kiss me on the lips, OC?
on the cheek, only on the cheek, and unless you're wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
But listen, you have to come as close to the actual retail price without going over. So does that change your
No.
guess? No.
Nope.
20. Would you say 20,500?
Yep. From 18, it was 18.1.
18,150. Yeah.
Yep. 25. 205,000.
That's okay. What about you, John D?
I'm gonna give it about $700 on top of this.
Okay,
Maybe
700.
a
So
little.
18,850. 18,850.
Yeah.
The new
yeah.
price of the 126711 CHNR, the root beer, the two-tone root beer, the new 2026 price is 19,600. 19,600. So it's going up by a whopping 1,450. If I can do my quick visual math, it's going up by 1,450, which looks like around 7-8%, something like that. That's not
maybe we'll see a pattern like that if there are other two tones that seem to match that kind of pattern. Maybe that's the right range.
Look at this. Whole Milk guessed 18,851. See, he knows how to play prices right.
Of course.
Sneaky.
Come on down. There you go.
Come on, sneaky fucker. But no, it was 19,000. Let me just make sure I got it right. I don't want to mislead anybody. 19,600. 19,600 for a two-tone. Now, when I bought mine, I think it was 15,600 back in 2020. Back in 2020, it's 15,600. Now it's 19,600. Crazy prices, guys. But it's only crazy in context, right? Like I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, people bought Submariners for $285 back in the 60s or whatever.
The people it's going to kill is the gray market people, because their margins are just going to be mashed. Because the one brand that can not comfortably, but the one brand across the vast majority of their catalog that can do this is this brand. That's it. The one place that they are going to struggle is gold. And I'm interested to know what a 36 millimeter, non-jeweled dial, gold Rolex is going to, because that's where you can kill it in the secondary market. Like you can get a double quick date from the early 2000s with a champagne dial for 20 grand in good condition, and you can get a great one from the 80s, 90s with a special dial, like a cool onyx dial, maybe with no box and papers, but in the low 40s. So, that's where if they go hog wild, which they would be within their right because of the price of gold, that's where they're really going to struggle. But if your Oyster Perpetual, whatever that costs, $6,300 is now 70, 69, 71. No one's going to complain, they can, because, a new, whatever, 41 millimeter Oyster Perpetual, they're charging 10 grand for, with a cool dial, with one of the pistachio dial or whatever. So, the subs, the subs don't even really go for the delta between a sub at retail and the subs in the gray market is like kind of 3,500 to 4 grand for like a date, black dial with the date.
Mhm.
If you really want to sub, like that's like you don't wait a few years. You just like go, buy it because like who cares? Um, this brand is fine. It's like, when you think about like JLC, you were talking about all these other
Exactly.
brands. It's like, what the fuck are they doing? Like position yourself to win. And I don't know how to make watches. I don't understand the costs, transportation, materials, all these things, labor, they all go up undeniably. But like, you're going to charge almost $10,000 at a boutique, because I'm not going to buy it at a boutique. I'm going to buy it from a place that carries multiple brands, and I'm going to get them to come down on the price. You're going to charge almost 10 grand for a reverso monoface, like the small version. Why would I buy that? Why wouldn't I just buy a Oyster Perpetual in the gray market with the face I want,
Mhm.
for the same price? It's just like these brands, frankly, other than Rolex and a few select pieces at Audemars Piguet and Patek, and take the independence out of it, like they're all fucking fucked because they've just like raced to this, trough of trying to raise prices all the time.
And they were screwed. They're in a screwed position right now. And in a way, in a weird, ironic way, the tariff increases in the United States may have saved them. And here's like a weird theory. Maybe it's a circular theory, but by increasing the tariffs to 39% and for them reducing the shipments by half, they've actually got the volume of watches coming into the United States at the right level now,
Mm-hmm.
in my
Yep.
mind. Like they've actually, because these brands are increasing prices. It's not just, it's like if they see the reduction in tariffs as a signal to flood the U.S. market again, it's the price of Rolex is going up. The price of Patek is going up. They're not going down. So why are we going to suddenly buy twice the number of watches next month as we are this month? We're not.
Yeah, no, I mean, look,
Let me ask you a question. So, do you
yeah.
think the secondary and the retail prices are going to compress that arbitrage, and they're going to get a lot closer, or you just think people are going to say, "Well, I'm not buying anything anyway." So, gray market people are going to sit on inventory, retail stores are going to sit on inventory, and then what do you suspect will happen?
I don't know what's going to happen, but the first thing that's going to happen is gray dealers aren't going to pay because they're going to get flooded with phone calls, right? Like, hey, I just bought this two-tone Datejust. Hey, I just bought this Submariner. Hey, I just bought this GMT. And they're going to be like, hey, well, I already got 3 GMTs already. What do I need to buy another one? And those people who are trying to sell them are going to be trying to sell them at higher prices because they paid more. And it's like, why would I buy it at a higher price from you when I've got 3 sitting here that haven't sold yet? So they're going to be like they're going to be turning people down or lowballing. So the trade price is going to be lower, right? So,
There
which
is
is going to
a
hold on, just real quick, and it's going to
Sure.
get back to everybody buying watches at retail. Like, hey, by the way, don't buy watches at retail because these are unsellable. The dealers aren't buying them. And
I just
that's
think about like the high end pieces that everybody wants, like GMTs from Rolex, and if
GMTs
you,
are fine,
yeah,
Daytonas are
but
fine, Submariners are fine. We're talking about, but the entire industry isn't just. There has
no, no,
been
of course. I'm talking about,
incredible consolidation into those brands, but
but I'm
what about
talking
the
about the
other
gray
top?
market. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking about the gray market, which is like what is moved by basically like four, three, take Jorn and the independence out of it. It's moved by 3 brands. The rest of the gray market is like, people not being able, like, whomever, Wempy not being able to move their JLCs and like putting them on Grano 24. Like that's like part of it. Like I think, when you like these watches are not hard to get. There's a website I won't name. It operates as both a auction house and a retail marketplace. If you want a Bruce Wayne right now on Oyster, there's 21 of them. There's 13 unavailable. There's 16 that are unworn, according to this. So like at a certain point when these things sit, and the cheapest one is at 20, because that watch has gone on the Oyster from like mid 18s up to 20. So the Jubilee must be more than that. Like they're gonna sit, and everything's gonna start to just sort of like come back down.
I think, I think prices have peaked. The prices that I in my mind are like, okay, I have a steel Daytona. What can I get for it from European Watch or David SW or Nashville Watch or what these guys?
Yeah.
That's like, I think when we adopt that collector's mindset, what is that watch? The actual value of that watch in our hands, and that value has been going down for the last couple months. And I think this move to double, in theory, for them to double the amount of shipments back to what they see as the old level, but maybe like a totally inflated level, could end up they might end up cooking their own goose, if that's an expression. I'm not sure, but because they're going to flood the market.
I think so many of these brands are gonna brands have to trim their catalogs. That's the problem.
And as you can see a little bit here, like the UK was picking up some of the slack. The UK is now the second biggest market. How is that even possible? Remember, it used to be China and US battling for the top. Now that the UK is the second biggest market for they barely have any people there. How are they buying so many watches? So, I mean, that's only going to help temporarily. The UK isn't going to absorb this massive glut of global production.
Well, you do get a lot of travel there. So you do get a lot of international travel from the Middle East and from a lot of places. Like you have massive boutiques in London. I mean, there's so many. Like I was in London a year ago. It felt like every corner had a Breitling on it. So I think it becomes a big kind of locale for people to buy things there. When they left the EU, you no longer get the VAT back, which you actually do if you're in landed Europe, which is why I think sometimes things sit there, is what someone told me, which I thought was interesting. But I think someone on our chat actually said that. Yeah, so I think that could be part of it.
Got it. I didn't take into account the tourism part. And the good thing about, well, I should say good thing about, but the good thing, the thing about tourism is you have the ability to put that watch on your wrist. And we're not advising that you do that, but simply walk it back across the border or just take it on the plane and fly back with it. And no one is the wiser.
No one is the wiser, indeed.
I've said it before, the amount of great watches that I witnessed, like that I bumped into in London, was like crazy. It was, I mean, whether you want it or not, I was offered a two-tone 36 millimeter Explorer 1, which I happen to like, but I didn't buy. Some people think it's a dog. I like it. I saw a JLC Polaris Geographic, which you never see like in a store. That was in Harrods. I could have purchased and I chose not to. These are all only one of these is approved, mind you. The IWC, the Ingenieur, the Brad Pitt one, that was sitting in a Watches of Switzerland. Like I was laughed out of an IWC in New York when I asked about that watch.
Really?
So like, oh yeah, they not actually, they were quite lovely, but like they made very few of them. And then they had in the Cartier on Bond Street, they had all the new Cartiers from Watches and Wonders in the Santos collection, including a couple from the year before, just like in the case. I was like completely blown away by that, because those watches like are not easy to get in most Cartiers in major cities in the US. Like they're not just sitting out. So yeah.
ZD, since you were nice enough to jump on the panel, do you have a reference that you would like, you'd like to know the new price?
I would. I'd like to know the new price of I don't have the reference number, but the Oyster Perpetual 36 millimeter in any color. Well, I guess they're all the same price.
OP36. Okay.
Yep.
Let me pull it up here. Oyster Perpetual 36. Let's look at the lavender. Let's look at the lavender. Current price of the Oyster Perpetual 36 is $6,350. And why don't you guys go ahead and guess the new price? Current
Seven
price.
and a quarter.
I like that. That's where I was gonna go.
Go ahead.
I'll do 7150.
Okay, 7 and a quarter. That's 72.50, and you say 71.50. The price of the Oyster Perpetual 36 on January 1st is going to be $6,750.
Oh wow, very.
$6,750.
So they definitely like are focusing on gold. Yeah. Okay.
That's a $400 price adjustment, which in percentage terms is, let's see here,
6%, something like that.
I have to do the math here. 400 divided by 63.50. That is a 6.3% increase.
Okay.
That's not chopped liver. That's pretty big for steel.
But once again, totally, still, you can actually buy that watch and still make $2,000, when you sell it, or make it $1,500 if you're looking to make a quick.
They got the lavender, they got the pink, they got the pistachio. A lot of great colors for 2025.
I think we do have to go to gold, like straight gold, and see.
For super chats, for $1.99 super chat, guys, type in a gold reference or a platinum reference or anything that you want. Those are the rules for today. $1.99 super chat, you get your reference pulled up. It seems like pretty fair. It's very, very fair pricing. It could have been $5, right? By the way,
it's not
Diego
6%.
M, Mr. Tutor in the chat. We got Whole Milk, MD Chaz, Julius Caesar. Got Diego saying that the price of the Cartier is going through the roof. By the way, also going through the roof, the King Midas. Now, what used to be a $50,000 watch is now well over $100,000, getting close to 125.
Nice.
The Cartier Tour 2 approaching 200,000. The Chronometra Bleu now over 150,000. Something's going on in the market, guys. If you want to get your hands on rare pieces, whether they are modern references from Epes or you want classic, iconic pieces from the past like Cartier, Piaget, and Rolex, now might be a good time to do it because prices are just going all over the place. Who knows where prices will be tomorrow? If you're interested in the new price of any Rolex reference, just type it in the chat along with a $1.99 super chat, and we'll pull up the new price. ZD, anything on the horizon for you that you want to share publicly? Like any requests that for 2026 that you or you'd rather keep it secret? Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm all over with various things. I visited a Rolex AD and I put in for I updated a 36 millimeter Oyster Perpetual with the beige dial. I asked for the 1908 in gold with a white 1908 gold white dial on the Setimo bracelet. I've always had at the front of the list the Sprite, which I would like. So that's at Rolex. I was fortunate enough to be allocated a Royal Oak this year,
Nice.
which I unveiled on this channel, and I'm actually interested in a code. Now that I have my Royal Oak, I'm going to go the opposite way.
By the way, the
And
Really?
rumor here is
yeah,
that we're hearing is that AP prices are going up as well.
I'm sure.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm interested in the code. I
Code
want
of
to.
all things. Interesting.
Yep. I haven't put in a request yet because I don't want it to come yet. Yeah, I'm sure it would come if I asked for it. I like that kind of flume beige dial, but I'm gonna probably wait and see what happens in Watches and Wonders, because my preference would be a small the 38 millimeter version, but the ones that they make are frankly a little too feminine. So I'm going to see if they do anything that is in steel and not in precious metal over Watches and Wonders, and then if not, like I'll kind of decide where I am, and then I really love, as you know, I a big advocate for Vacheron. The people who I kindly deal with at a boutique that I visit has said that next year is going to be incredible as well. And this year obviously was, I thought, the best. So I'm interested to see I have a dream. That they'll do a smaller overseas. If that were to happen, I'd really line up for that. That would be a dream.
Yeah.
And then
didn't they just redesign the overseas like 2 years ago? Where they
yeah,
refined it? They made the 4520 with the new
yep.
bracelet and everything. Yeah.
New bracelet, exactly. And I have asked them for a steel 222, which I think that, I don't know.
You're not slowing down. You're
Nope, not slowing down.
slowing
But the
down,
truth is, like,
ZD.
I feel like you've got to plant a lot of seeds. I feel like you have to plant a lot of seeds in this racket. And then the one I am waiting for my Jorn rejection letter. I am
Right.
waiting for my Jorn rejection letter.
I just
And if
got the Simone Brett rejection letter.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I know. Expected.
And I will live in a fantastical world where until it hits my inbox, I have to keep income in reserve in case, God forbid, that were to happen. And then that would shape the year. You guys were talking on the last stream about it, and I do. It is such an incredible thing to know, going into a year one way or another, because when you ask for these things, and I don't know, I've gotten accustomed to being hopeful, but also knowing that, like, you may not get it, and so when you get that call, if you're not prepared, and because you did something else 3 months earlier, you fucking start to get anxious. So
Yep.
we'll see. So no, not slowing down, but a lot of this is just sort of like, none of this, what will really come through here, I mean, couple pieces.
Julius Caesar says, I tried on the 1908 in yellow gold with the black dial. It's very nice, but much prefer the white dial.
Yeah, me too. I like the white dial better. Yeah. I hope someone super chats that. I hope Julius maybe super chats that question, because I'm interested to see where that one goes, because I think that watch currently on its gold bracelet is actually like a great price for a gold watch, compared to what they charge for the day date, which obviously is a complication, but still, I'm interested to see where they take that guy. So maybe someone will super chat that one.
And you were a huge fan of the Reverso with that new Milanese bracelet, which was watch of the year as voted by the watch community. So I think the Satimo bracelet 1908 is also a favorite of those people who like those kind of style of intricate handmade kind of bracelets.
And as it stands, I think it's basically the JLC is $9,000 more before whatever increase Rolex does. The JLC is now $9,000 more than the current price of the 1908 on the gold bracelet.
Got it. Let's look it up. Let's go back to the website. Let's pull up the 1908. 1908, and let's see what we got here. The beautiful 1908 yellow gold with the Satimo bracelet. Current price is $35,900. 35,900. Let's see here. Let's configure it without the bracelet. See how much it is without the bracelet. Yellow gold. Without the bracelet, it is 25,200. So when it came out, it was 22,000. That was 25,250. And go back and add the Satimo bracelet. And it is 35,900. 35,900. Hey, thank you, Julius Caesar, for the flamingo blue highlighted comment. $1.99 for the new price for the 1908 on Satimo. Okay, so the new price, the current price is 39,000.
Oh,
sorry. So hold on. The current price is 35,900. The new price is sorry. I misspoke.
Should we guess?
Yeah, go ahead and guess. Okay. I have it in front of me.
35. I'm gonna say 38.3.
38.3. That's a
38,750.
38,750. Okay, guys in the chat, the current price of the yellow gold 1908 on the new Satimo 7-link bracelet is 35,900. What do you think the new January 1, 2026 price is? Type it in the chat. Julius Caesar is going to guess. He guesses 38,000. Okay, and some of the guesses here were 38. What did you say again?
I said 38.3.
38.3 and 38,750, right?
Yeah, I was throwing 8%. That's what I threw on there.
Nice. The new price as of January 1st, the new price for the Rolex 1908, the 39 millimeter dress watch with the beautiful gold Satimo bracelet, the new price is $38,900. 38,900.
So a smidge over 8%. All right.
Yeah, 38. So it's going up an even $3,000 from 35.9 to 38.9.
Yeah, expensive. It's all expensive, obviously, but still, still cheaper than the JLC.
So 3,000 divided by 35,900 is 8.35%.
So it sounds like 8. Yeah, 3.3 seems to be the between 6 to 8.3%.
Wow. What does it change? Does it change your mind at all?
Yes.
Knowing that it's gone up 3.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
So you no longer want it.
I mean, look, when you're dealing at that level of money, which is stupid to begin with for a fucking gold watch, a lot of it has to do with it. It's not necessarily about the $3,000, but it's about the feel of the $3,000. So, part of I really like the watch a lot. I also thought, like, at the current price that it was at, it was I don't want to call it a deal, but a deal for a modern Rolex, an all gold modern Rolex, compared to what you see the all gold Daytonas, the all gold, day dates are. You're closing that delta from where those are currently. I'm sure those are, the day dates are 43 grand. So tack 8.3% onto that, they're going to be, almost $50,000 now. And, but yeah, of course, every dollar matters, every dollar matters. I've got Nomoses to buy, those are just $5,000.
No. It's a tough pill to swallow, knowing that the price of something is X one day and X plus 8% the next day for no real
No reason.
Yeah.
Same product, different price.
Yeah.
Yep, just a different. Now the other
Yeah.
thing is, the interesting dynamic is, let's say your JLC, let's say Rolex, because we know Rolex prices are going up on January 1st. Is Rolex going to be shipping a ton of product to dealers now and expecting them to sell now? Or are they going to ship to dealers and those dealers are going to hold on to it and on January 1st reprice everything? Or is Rolex going to not send shit until after January anyway? Like, if you were, it's like, I don't know what the hell they're going to do between now and the end of the year. If prices are going up by 8%, wouldn't you like hold on to something and make an extra 8% on everything you have in inventory?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or do you have to meet your?
It's really not.
end of your?
It's not the brands. It's the ADs. like it's
exactly
an AD question.
Yeah, what are the ADs going to do?
So because
if
the
you just
ADs
joined
are
us,
sitting on some. The ADs are sitting on some material right now that there's a Daytona in every big AD's safe for sure. So, are they, why would they let it out now? When they, because they'll make a bigger margin on whatever they had to pay before, for Rolex. My guess is, I don't want to besmirch a whole continent, but the Europeans like their holidays, and who knows if they're shipping anything now anyway. Like, it probably already all went. It's the last 2 weeks of the year essentially.
Well, that's the interesting thing. I mean, now that there is apparently a tariff deal, and no matter what they ship now, it's going to be assessed the massive tariffs, but at some point they're going to get refunded. Whoever the importer is, like Rolex USA, they're going to pay these big tariffs, but they're going to get refunded because the 15% goes retroactive back to November 14th. Is it, what are they going to do? Are they going to ship to dealers and want to, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. It's just a weird dynamic.
Well, I guess in this illustrious community, we will find out if anybody has a new watch alert between now and January 1st.
Yep. I mean, if you were looking for a Rolex now, and as soon as this price list came out, within our core group, the first thing we did was start contacting our ADs, like, hey, can I get the watch? Because, it's cheaper now than but they don't have it. They just don't have the watches, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, if you just joined us, this is the original OC channel, Smartwatch Talk for the Smart Collector. Breaking news. We have almost 50 people watching. We have the leaked 2026 Rolex price list. Prices are going up on everything in the Rolex catalog. We have all the new prices. Super chat $1.99 with the reference number, and we will pull up the current price and the new price. And by the way, since we have so many people watching, upvote the live stream. We should be having at least 35 likes. Every single person watching right now should hit the thumbs up, and we should be at least 35 likes. Come on, even the lurkers out there should be upvoting the content. Who else is going to bring you the Rolex price list? We're first on social media.
This
first
is
on
the
YouTube.
Inside scoop, exactly.
It's the inside scoop. I think no one else has this.
Right.
So yeah, let us know if you have a model in which you are interested. Type in the reference number. Drop a $99 super chat, or $199, whatever you prefer. We got Armagoo in the chat, reminding everybody to upvote like I just did. Thank you for upvoting. Luxury, says Mr. Tudor to you, is now super luxury. Porsche as well bumped up the base price of their GT3 from $180,000 to $230.
But they're struggling. They're struggling too. I mean, it's so interesting because we're in this sort of like interesting moment where like you don't really, well, for so many reasons, you don't really know what's true. But like, you hear about like how, especially through various channels of social media, like how the car market is struggling. And obviously Porsche's, sits at the sort of highest end, of like accessible supercars, for lack of a better way to put it. But like they, these dealer premiums, what have you. Like I have friends that are like, getting build slots, and the truth is like the dealers are starting to chase people for build slots that probably wouldn't have happened a few years ago, which I like think is kind of interesting. I do feel that like there's this kind of like tidal wave coming that a lot of people see when it comes to I'm not an economist tenured at Yale, so pardon my ignorance here for speaking out of school, but
Sorry, we got John here.
there. Yeah, thank you, John. And John, please step in and tell me where I've misspoken
Yeah,
here.
sure.
But we are hearing, jobs and all this sort of like, things are a little tenuous. I think we can't be naive to that. And like, you've got these fucking luxury companies. They're just like fucking full throttle. We're not paying attention. Like, let's ignore it. Like, and some of them, especially the ones that operate in, a space where they've been pulled along by a lot of these bigger, by the true kind of like kings of their specific silos, like those are the ones that are going to get crushed. Everything in that Swatch Group catalog that has gone up and up and up and up because Swatch Group just keeps raising prices, is going to get hammered, and it's the same in the car space. I mean, you can't find an SUV in this country now for like less than $95,000. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, who's going to buy? I mean, Breguet and Blancpain and Hamilton and Mido and Glasuta Original, all these mid to low tier brands within the Swatch Group, and the LVMH. You got the Zeniths and the Hublots. What are those guys? How are they going to manage? I mean, but then again, they've been able to manage they've been able to mask the decline for the past couple of years. I don't know how they're, but I think they're going to be in a fucking shitload of trouble. 2026.
I think Breguet actually had a great year. I really liked a lot of their releases. They're obviously a high end brand, high end horology. I don't know what
Just
who's
give
buying
them
them.
2 years and you'll see the prices
Yeah,
go
totally. Yeah,
well down,
and obviously you
probably
don't
below the
once
40% discount.
and once again, you don't have like, you go to New York, there's a big, Breguet, and you're in California and Los Angeles, there's a big Breguet, like, but they sell Breguet all over at every, not every, but a lot of these big kind of, multi, brand dealers. Why would you buy it from Breguet? Like, why would you not go into whomever your, big brand
Yeah.
multi-dealer is and be like, I will buy
Yeah.
this for 20% off.
Yeah, and we're in a bubble here.
And ship it out of state, by the way.
I don't know
we're-
that anybody's going to give you a discount at those big places like 20%.
How are they going to move the
you can
merch?
go into
John?
Bucher
How are they going to
or-
move the merch, Shandy?
I
know. I'm just saying,
they're-
like, you can go into London.
Yeah.
You can be there for, let's say you're a 20-year client. I have yet to have anybody offer me a discount.
Yeah. Well, you got to ask. I mean,
I ask.
yeah.
I play the game, and
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone say,
Yeah.
"Hey, we'll give you a 20% discount." They'll give you price discounts, but not like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What's ridiculous is
huge.
that
I don't know if they're sitting on a
ridiculous.
$70,000, if they're sitting on a $68,000 Breguet,
10%,
which
I
has
could
gone
see
up,
them work with you. I don't think 20.
Yeah,
It's a
10%, sure.
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous, and in the United States, we're in this bubble where we're so myopic. We don't even think about kind of what's going on globally. That $68,000 Breguet that, again, you're going to pay tax on here, and you may be able to get a 10% discount, but you could go to Tokyo and probably get it for 60,000 minus the sales tax, and probably get 5% VAT back on top of it, or maybe get it even cheaper than that.
Yeah, if you're willing to do the currency stuff
and pay for your entire trip. You could do a $5,000 trip, spend 3 or 4 days in Tokyo, and still make $4,000 or $5,000. Be $5,000 ahead. So it's like,
or you buy like a neo vintage Breguet for 18 grand, like an incredible complication, with incredible complications that today walking into any Breguet would cost you 65 grand, and you could get it for 18.5 from 1991 when, Daniel Roth was there, like actually have provenance.
Andy Lewis in the chat, $1.99 Flamingo Blue highlighted comment. The 228238, which is the Day-Date 40 in yellow gold. Here it is shown with the beautiful green ombre dial. Incredible watch. Guys, get a Day-Date. It's the most incredible watch of all time. It's the only one that matters, according to Andy Lewis. What is the new price? Current price. Now, yellow gold, keep in mind, yellow gold's a little bit cheaper than white gold or rose gold. So this is a lower price. Current price of the Day-Date 40 in yellow gold is $44,200. $44,200. What do you think the new price on January 1st is going to be? Guys in the chat, have at it. It's currently $44,200. What is the new price? Whoever's closest without going over wins. John D, ZD, you want to take a stab at
I'm going
it?
47.8.
47.8. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of that. ZD, any guesses? Or are you going to sit this one out? He's doing math. He's doing calculations.
Oh no, sorry. I'm at my office, so I was answering a work question.
Actually, he's doing actual work.
Yeah.
I like John D, myself, and the 50 other people in the chat.
Yeah, I gotta pay for this fucking hobby, gentlemen.
Doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, let's say I'm going to say 44,750.
44. It's currently 44.
I'm sorry,
200.
47,750.
47,750. Woo! These are big jumps, guys.
47.
Doc Nick. Got Mr. Tudor to you, who says he's guessing 48,100. We've got Doc Nick in Florida says 46,850. These are great guesses. Look at this. Tan in Paris, France says 50,830. Very, very specific guess. And Julius Caesar 48,300. A lot of great guesses here. Ryan Hofre 45,550. All right. And the new price, 228,238. Let's figure it out here. Let's find it. I will 228,238. Oh, okay. Okay. So the new price of the yellow gold Day-Date 40 is $48,000 even. $48,000 even, which is an increase of $3,800.
Mr. Tudor's only $100 off. Look at that.
3,800 divided by 44,200 means that was try that again. 3,800 divided by 44,200 is 8.6% increase, which on a piece like that, pretty pricey. So we're going the Day-Date 40, 228,238 yellow gold's going from 44,200 to 48,000 even.
Nice. Amazing. Yeah, nice. Hey, didn't Evan G get the blue dial?
He got the blue dial white gold, which is more expensive than yellow gold. More expensive than yellow gold. So
how do you feel?
Yeah,
I really do want a Day-Date. I don't know that it's the only one, but I really do. I struggle with the prices of the new ones because they are so expensive, although it's a ton of gold. And especially because, as I said, you can find interesting ones for less money, out there in the world. How do you yours is yours white gold OC or is yours platinum?
My Day-Date is platinum.
Platinum. Yeah. I mean, I sort of feel like I always thought if you're getting like a Day-Date, it should be fucking yellow gold. except I guess if it's platinum in a lot of ways. But I get so worried. I mean, not that any of these things aren't noticeable, but the gold is the big hunk yellow gold watch is just like such an attention getter in a otherwise unsafe world. But I said
Guys,
to
if you
my
just
sorry, go for it.
no, keep going, keep going.
No, I had said to my AD, I said, they better keep coming up with interesting dial colors for you guys, because who's going to buy a champagne dial? If you're really like in it, like who's buying a champagne dial new date from them, at these prices, when like that is readily available for less someplace else. The green ombre in the rose gold, obviously the brown, the gray, ombre, like these are like great dials. The blue is stunning, but if you're just like, I want a yellow gold date with a champagne dial and stick markers, like why would you spend $48,000 on that watch?
Mm-hmm. If you just joined us, this is the original OC channel, Smartwatch, Smart Talk for the Smart Collector, and we have the leaked 2026 Rolex price list. If you jot down the reference number within your $1.99 super chat, we will pull up the current price and the new price. We did get a super chat from C3D now, $2 super chat, Flamingo Blue, highlighted comment, two-tone Daytona with the black dial, please. We aim to please here, so check it out. This is the current price of the two-tone stainless steel and yellow gold Daytona with the black dial. It's $22,250. Now, I remember when I first started getting into watches, which is 2020, this was like occasionally sitting in the case, unloved, unworn and unpurchased. And they were 17,000 at the time. They were 17,000 in 2020, I believe. Now they're 22,250. So now I ask you, the audience, what is the new price on January 1st? Throw those guesses out there. It's okay to be wrong. We're just having a little bit of fun here. Try and guess as close to the new retail price without going over. That keeps it fun and interesting. John D. ZD, you're more than welcome to jump in if you have any guesses. This is the two-tone Daytona.
24 even.
24 even. Sounds like a great price. It's 22,250 currently. ZD's working, but if he's not on mute, he can jump in anytime. We got Julius Caesar in the chat. He says the list is going to be 25,300. Okay, that's a very ambitious price. We got Mr. Tudor G says 23,600. 23,900 says Psych Student Minnesota. What's up? Got MD Chaz, who says 24,450. These are all very, very reasonable and rational guesses. Doc Mac in Florida, 23,550, an increase of 1,300. Got Johnny O, Chicagoland in the chat, member of the OC channel. Good to see you here. His guess is 24,200. All very, very good guesses. Current price, 22,250. The new price, let me just double check and make sure that, because he paid for it. He paid to know this. Cosmograph, Daytona Oyster 40 millimeter. Yes, boop, 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 126,503. We got you, brother. We got you. 126,503. Pull it up. See, pull it up. 126,503. The new price of the two-tone Daytona is, now someone guessed 24,000 even.
Drum roll, please. Here you go.
The actual price on January 1st of the two-tone Daytona is 24,000 even.
Booyah.
John D. Hit it
Booyah.
on the nose. John D hit it on the nose. I don't think we'll ever get anybody to do that again. 24,000 even, going up $1,750. Let's just check the percentage here. 1,750 divided by 250 is 7.9%, approximately 7.9%.
These are fun. I mean, these are fun numbers to think about.
Yeah, that's a big number. 7.9% increase. Like, what if your
Right.
rent? What if your fucking rent went up by 7.9%? That wouldn't be a token thing. Like, if your rent went from 4,000 to all of a sudden it's like 4,320, you'd be like, fuck, 320 a month more I need to pay, or your car payment.
Oh, yeah.
Went
Or
from
your
600 to like
taxes.
6. This
Do you think that's
I'd
a
be at
heavily
town hall
requested watch?
cursing like a pirate.
Do you think
Go ahead,
that's
ZD.
a heavily do you think that's a heavily requested watch?
I mean, I don't know how many they make. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's
So
probably pushed that one. I don't think people are chasing that one.
I've never seen anyone wear one.
Nah.
Double
Neither
Crown
have I.
had
I
one.
like it, but
not
I'm
sh-
just I think it's beautiful. You know,
The last time I
I've-
was at Rolex near me, they offered that, and I was
Mhm.
kind of like,
yeah.
This one right here is a great woman's watch, because you think of the quintessential woman's watch, it's stainless steel, yellow gold, white dial Datejust. It kind of goes with everything. But the step up from that, or maybe a couple of steps up from that, would be a two-tone, stainless steel, yellow gold, white dial Daytona. Boom. Right. So that'd be a great woman's watch.
Yeah.
Who's having fun out there? We're having fun.
The woman's Datejust at 31 millimeters in all gold, I think in all gold, which is like a really nice watch, is like sneaky expensive. Like, I mean, it's gold, but it's like more expensive than you'd want it to be. You're like, definitely not. You have to be in a very certain economic bracket if you're just gonna like buy that for your wife. Like, it's a different level of purchase to get your purchase history up. You'd be like, here's a 31 millimeter gold Datejust. You're like, okay.
Check this out. This is the 126518. This is the yellow gold Daytona on Oysterflex. Just happens to be the one requested by Psych Student Minnesota. Flamingo blue highlighted comment for $1.99, 126518LN. That's the yellow gold Daytona on Oysterflex. The current price is $37,400. I remember when these used to be $29,000, John D. Remember that?
yeah.
Not so long ago.
Boy. Not that long ago, indeed.
Not that long ago. These used to be right around the 30,000 mark. Now they're 37,400. I now open up the chat to tell us your guesses on what you think the 2026 price is. This is 37,400. What will the new price be for 2026? I happen to love this particular configuration with the matte black dial and the champagne subdials with little red text floating around. You have other configurations as well. Let's take a look. You've got just the regular black dial. You've got the new for 2025 turquoise blue. It's still the same price as the other ones, $37,400. And then you've got the that one is on full bracelet, so let's ignore that one. Just go back to these. So 37,400 is the current price. C3D now says the new price is 46,000. Crazy. Julius Caesar says 40,100.
That's going to be a close one. I would say he's probably close. Yeah,
probably pretty close. Let me just click on this and pull up the price so everybody can see the price right here. 37,400. They've gone crazy on the prices on these in the last few years. So I'll say 40 40,400. 40,400, which would be a $3,000 price increase. These are great guesses, guys. Keep the guesses coming. There's 50 people watching on YouTube. If you're not doing something, type in a guess in the chat. This is the current price is 37,400. We have the leaked 2026 Rolex price list. Nobody else has it. So type in a reference number and your $1.99 super chat in the comments, and we'll pull up the new price. C3D now says $46,000. I love these crazy guesses. Julius Caesar, 40,100. Not just 40,000, 40,100. We've got Dylan. Dylan, welcome to the channel. Dylan 9648, 40,500. If you're new to the channel, by the way, this is the original OC channel. Smartwatch Talk for the smart collector. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the all notifications. We do live streams without warning and without any prep and no planning. And that's the beauty of it. Johnny O says 41,400. Thank you for your guess and for being a member. Hey, I got Bruce G in the chat. Bruce G, also a member. Thank you for being a member. Bruce G's always had my back. I'll always remember that. 40,750 would be the guess from Bruce G, which would represent a $3,350 price increase. All right. Anybody on the panel want to guess? This is the current price, 37,400.
I'm going to throw a guess out between Julius Caesar and Dylan B. So I'll do 40 and a quarter.
40,250. Got it. So
40 even.
Nice. 40 even. 40 even. The price of the 126 518 LN for 2026. This is yellow gold Oyster Flex bracelet. The price on January 1st will be 40,600. 40,600. Yeah, woo is right. That is a whopping $3,200 price increase. Woo! So let's do the math. 3,200 divided by 37,400. That is a 8.55 or 8.6%.
Goodness.
Price increase. 8%, guys, on precious metal Oyster Flex. But they're Daytonas. The Daytonas, listen, you're going to pay more. It's a Daytona. So you heard it here first, guys. Prices on the Oyster Flex Daytona for yellow gold going up from 37,400 to whatever price I just said, 40,600. 40,600.
Oh, crazy. All right, OC. I'm going to have to dip out. I appreciate it.
No worries. No, thanks for jumping
Good
on,
talking to you guys. Yeah,
Appreciate
I'm going to head out. Have a good day, everybody. Talk to you soon.
All right. Peace out. Thanks, John D. All right. Let's keep going. This is fun. We've got over 50 people watching. If you're just joining us, breaking news. We have the leaked 2026 Rolex price list. Nobody else has it. We're the first on air with it. Type in a reference in the chat. We'll tell you the new price. And we'll keep going for another maybe 15 minutes. Maybe 15, maybe a little bit longer. But we're gonna call it quits pretty soon. It's the Rolex price list. We've got it. Nobody else has it. If you want to know the new prices, type in a reference along with a modest super chat, and we'll take care of you. But the other news at this hour is that the Swiss watch shipments to the United States for the month of November down 52.3%. But that's not actually a bad thing, because I don't think they should be shipping any more watches here. I think we are saturated. I think these prices are high. I think, something's going on here. There's a little bit of uncertainty. I don't think we could absorb double the number of watches again. I don't know. I'm not predicting a crash, but it may not be the best thing to double the volume of watches coming into the United States at this precarious time. Psych student Minnesota says, so they're charging about $10,000 more for the full gold Daytona. This has always been the case. That's always been the case, accounting for the gold bracelet and the bezel. Yeah, that's always been pretty much the case, that full precious metal Daytonas have been about $10,000 more than their Oyster Flex counterparts. Oyster Flex Daytona is such a fantastic watch. I happen to be wearing mine today. I think everyone should have one. Why not? You deserve it. So that's it. That's all I have. Prices are going up. We have the price list. Upvote the live stream, guys. Upvote the live stream. By the way, the thing about Porsche is, prices, they've been raising prices a lot on those super coveted models like the GT3 RS, et cetera, and just 911s in general. But they also made that kind of quirky strategy change where they said they produced the Taycan and the Macan electric, and they kind of got mixed up a little bit where they got stuck with a lot of electric vehicles on the lot, and people thought that they had a weird strategy for a while. So that also complicated things. I still think, but there are brands like Ferrari who didn't do that, and they're still in trouble, right? Because of their practices, similar to some of these Swiss watch practices of like not forcing people to buy models they don't want, but basically saying like, hey, we'll offer you this incredible Ferrari, but don't you have to show us that you're a loyal Ferrari customer first? Okay, well, how do I become a loyal Ferrari customer if I can't buy the car I want? Well, you buy these other two cars, now and then next year, and then maybe 3 or 4 years from now, you'll get the one you want. And I think those are the kinds of practices that are also employed in the watch industry that have been that aren't super well received. It's not a great feeling. So I think Porsche and Ferrari and some of the others have experienced the same thing. I'm not a car expert, so I don't know. But if anybody is a car expert, feel free to jump on the panel and share. Do you want to flash your camera on real quick just to say, or we can just let you on? Yep, Psych student, what's up? Camera on real quick just to say. Got to turn your YouTube off. Yep, Psych student, what's up? Cool. Check.
Can you hear me now?
Check. Yep,
can you hear me now? Hey.
Yes, we can. What's up?
Nice to join. Well, last day of work, and you get hit with these price increases.
This is the last day of work for the year for a lot of people.
Me.
A lot of people, yeah. A lot of people are taking the next 2 weeks off and enjoying a very long extended break. And yeah, the news today is that if you're not getting your watch between now and December 31st, you're getting hit with a massive price increase. So, reaction?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, my authorized dealer closed earlier this year. We have 2 others here in Minneapolis. My old authorized dealer was really great to me. I can't complain. They got me the Hulk, they got me the Pepsi and all the good ones. But, then they closed. They were also Patek Philippe. But, just a mom and pop for 37 years. And so now we have Watches of Switzerland and then another... I know. And I actually reached out to them and they didn't even reach back out. They didn't even, I reached out to the manager, told my story, and they didn't even, so you're kind of a man without a country. I don't know. I mean, gray dealers are really the only way to go from here on out, I think, for someone in my position, but
depends on the watch. By the way, we did a stream yesterday where we reviewed and analyzed this Manny video, who's this 47th Street guy who I don't want to talk about the video all that much, but he did reach out and he reached out to me and he said that the video He said it was false information. He said it was false information. He has a open invitation to jump on the panel anytime he wants and explain what in those kids' video, what was false about it. I don't know what he thinks was false about it, but Manny did reach out. He said that was false. And if he wants to refute any of the elements contained in that video, he can feel free to jump on or share with me privately what he thinks, what is false about it. And I'm happy to convey that to the audience. But yeah, he reached out. I guess he reached out to me on Instagram. But what was false, Manny? You got caught. You got caught selling a watch. First of all, you told the kids that the watch would be worth 6,000 or 6,500. And when they took it to Moses and Vukum and Reem and everybody else, they said the watch was worth 3,000. And then you didn't tell the kids that it had a fake bracelet, a counterfeit bracelet. So he got caught. He got caught. But listen, I didn't say there was a fake bracelet. It was Vukum. Vukum said it was a fake aftermarket bracelet. So if Manny still thinks that that video was false or unfair in any way, there's a link pinned at the top of the chat. He can jump on the panel. We'll pull up the video and he can walk us through it. He can show us exactly what's fake or what's false about it. We are fair.
I mean, my state in life, I'm going to be 45 in 2 weeks. You're a professional, you're working. I don't want to jump through these hoops anymore, especially when you think about, we have some really trusted resellers that you can go to, Nashville Watch, David SW, 1916 Company.
Yep.
When one closes, now if I go to these new ones, well, one won't even write you back, so you can kind of write them off. But then the other jewelry store, I mean, they've got people, for years. The position I was in the other, so it just, I don't know, especially if you want something like a Patek Philippe, which I was working my way towards with the other dealer when they closed, but I just don't think you really have any other option at this point. And if you wait, I mean, look at these prices, you wait another 3 years and that watch is going to be 60 grand versus, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think collectors like us are kind of, I don't know.
Since you were nice enough to jump on the panel, is there another reference that you'd like for me to pull up? And no charge, zero charge.
No. It would be interesting, I guess, to see what just the standard, or maybe you already did it. I was on from the beginning, but what is just a standard green bezel Submariner now? Is that another $800 or $900? I'm guessing.
Let's check it out. Let's go to the website. Let's check out the current Submariner. Submariner or Submariner Date?
Submariner Date with the green bezel.
With the green bezel.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as the Starbucks or the Sermon.
Starbucks. Yep.
Here it is. Current price is $11,200. $11,200. I'll open it up to the chat. We got over 40 people in the chat, so we should get at least 4, 5, or 6 people offering their guesses. The current price of the Submariner Date with the green bezel is $11,200. Feel free to type in your guess on the price of the new one, or the new price, I should say, not the new watch. Same watch, new price. Psych student.
I'm going to say 11,000. I'm going to say 11,000. I don't think they're going to go over 12 yet, but I'm going to say 11,900.
11,900, so $700 price increase.
Yep.
Cool. Let's see. We got C3D now. He says 13,200. So whopping $2,000 price increase.
Nothing would surprise me, but I don't think it's going to be that high.
Yeah. We've got MD Chaz. His guess is kind of similar to yours, 12,100. So that would be a $900 price. I think yours was 11,900, $700 price increase. This is a 12,100, a $900 price increase. Doc Mick, his guess is $13,000, which would represent an $1,800 price increase. Very, very good. Johnny O, 1220. So very specific. Did you mistype that? Did you mean to type 12,200, Johnny O? Or are you sticking with 12,020? Let us know in the chat. We'll pull up the new price and in about 10 seconds. So this is your last chance to type in your guesses. Current price 11,200. We have the leaked 2026 Rolex price list. The new price is, last chance to guess in the chat. Oh, he's 20,020. Okay. Very, very specific guess. This is the Submariner date. Let's look it up. Look it up in the price list. Okay, the new price. Let's see, that's black dial. I want, green bezel. That's LV. 126610 LV. And the new price. You guys ready?
Yep.
Is 11,900.
Interesting. Okay.
11,900. You nailed, Mr. Tudor. You got it right on the nose, and you got it right on the nose.
See, now you tell me, I'll see if you disagree with me. But now, if you're a collector and you don't have much connections, maybe you're in a younger person, you can get this on the gray market for 15, 16. Once you factor in tax, I mean, that delta is just not that big. Why waste your time with these? Especially if that's the only one you want. Time is money. You have it on your wrist the next day. What's $3 or $4 grand in the grand scheme of things at that point? I just don't.
That's a reasonable argument. My counter argument to that might be, you know what? I think this watch is attainable at retail. If you want to wait a little bit, I think anybody who has a decent collection, any kind of spend history whatsoever, I mean, however minor, should be able to walk into their trusted authorized dealer, talk to their SA with whom they have a good relationship, and say, "Hey, I want the green bezel Submariner," and you should be able to get it quickly. So if you don't, I think there's two good paths for people. If you need it immediately, pay $3 grand more. It's not going to kill you. Or you want the paths for people. If you need it immediately, pay $3 grand more. Don't. Your YouTube is Or you want the paths. You're echoing. Psych, dude. Make sure the YouTube's off. You have two good paths. You can go gray, pay a couple grand more, or you can wait and pay 11,200 today or 11,900 on January 1st. So.
Tell me something.
CD, you're back. Sorry, did I kick you off, or
No. I got my phone needed to be reset.
Right, cool.
I'm going to go to an 80 tomorrow and see if I can get something out of somebody for sport.
Yep.
Back. Okay, I was sorry. I was kicked out for a minute. I couldn't hear you. We were talking. My point was, I thought if you didn't have a spend history, just going. I mean, if this is all you want, right? They're going to make you buy at least two other watches. I think before they're going to give you this.
Is this? Do you think this is we got a lot of experts in the chat. Let me do a quick poll. Let's do a quick poll because you raise an interesting question. Is the Rolex Submariner green bezel an easy first watch from the AD.
And I could be wrong. I mean, I never asked for it. I got the Hulk, from mine. So I never asked for this. I could be completely wrong. I just don't think you're going to get this without at least maybe 2 other Rolex purchases, maybe more. I don't know.
We got some Rolex experts in the chat. Let's let them weigh in. And maybe the first 20 people to vote in the poll will shed some insight on the situation. I think is the first one. Yeah, you might have to wait a little bit.
I mean, I think you could get it as a first, not like, I mean, everything is just about time, but I sort of feel, I kind of think that they make it seem like the black no date, I can't remember
It's
if it's
harder.
no date of the date is
Yeah.
harder. Yeah. One of
No
those
date.
two is like no date. Yeah. I think date was harder at one, but I feel like those are more in demand. I met a guy who was waiting 3 years for a date sub. I was like, Jesus.
I was maybe in a smaller market, you could get this but I think if you're in a major metro area, I just don't. I don't know. I just have to believe there's enough people that have bought other Rolexes that are ahead of you, as a first time buyer before they're going to give you a green one, unless they love you. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it is very arbitrary at the end of the
Yeah.
day. I mean, it is. You get some good luck and good fortune. I
Yeah. I
got
guess.
from an AD here, I was able to get a no date sub as my first thing, and like in a very competitive market. And I thought I was like well on my way to like having a great relationship, and I've gotten absolutely nothing from them ever fucking since. So I have no
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and we did have 10 people who jumped in and voted the poll, and true to form, 50% said yes it is, and 50% said no it's not. So it's depending on the market and your perspective on whether you think this watch is an easy to get first watch. So, R Magoo in the chat says, "Nope, not for a newbie." Depending on your market, that may indeed be the case. We do have the leaked 2026 Rolex price list. Type in a reference with your $1.99 super chat in the comments. We will pull up the current price. We'll pull up the new price. We're going to go for another 10 minutes and 10 minutes only. And then we will pull the plug on this and let you guys have a nice Friday night out. Go out, have some dinner, go to a show, brave the cold, do whatever it takes, no matter where you are in the world. Any other panel requests for a reference? ZD? Any other references you want to know? You're curious about?
Did we do the date just? Did I miss that?
Nope, we didn't do the date just.
Let's do a date just.
Any specific configuration?
36 millimeter Jubilee bracelet, fluted bezel. With let's do the Wimbledon. 36 millimeter fluted and Jubilee.
Let's share the Rolex website. Date just 36. Let's do it. So let's pick one, and then we'll go to the configurator. We will do your exact specification here. So date just 36. Boom, 36 in steel with the fluted bezel or regular bezel?
Yep, fluted.
Fluted with the Jubilee bracelet.
You got it. The one that everybody wants.
The one that everybody loves. This one's mint green, and this one is Wimbledon. The reference number is 126234. If this were the date just 41, it would be 126334. All those numbers mean something, guys. If you don't know how to memorize what the reference numbers mean, it's easy. 4, by the way, means a white gold bezel, what they call white gold Rollosaur. So 126234 is the 36 millimeter date. Just the current price is $9,550. $9,550.
Wow.
Now,
9.
yes, it's a bargain, right?
Yep. Basically free.
I'll say 10,100.
Your guess is 10,100. So that'd be an increase of $550. $550.
Yep.
Guys in the chat, if you're watching right now, the current Datejust 36 is $9,550 for the configuration with the white gold fluted bezel and the Jubilee bracelet. What do you think the new price is as of January 1st? Let me look it up. Type in your guesses in the chat. Let's see. 1, 2, 6, 2, 3, 4. Aha. Interesting. Any guesses here? Any guesses? We got Mr. Tudor to you says it will jump from 9,550 to 10,600. MD Chaz says it's going to jump to 10,800. Woo. C3D now says it's going to jump to 10,100. The answer is, keep guessing. The answer is that the 126234. Hold on a second here. Oyster bracelet, Jubilee bracelet. The answer is 10,100. 10,100. Cool. So that's a jump. Let's see. Let's do the math. 10,100. 10,100 minus 9,550 equals a price increase of $550. Divide that by 9,550, and you get a price increase of 5.8%. 5.8%.
So then the that config within the 41 should be about 11,900 for the new price on the list.
Let's take a look. Let's configure the Datejust again. This time we're going to go to the 41 millimeter version. Exact same watch with the white gold fluted bezel and the Jubilee bracelet. And we'll scroll over here to the Wimbledon dial. The current price is 11,100. 11,100. And the new price is let's see here. Any guesses in the chat? The Jubilee bracelet, white gold fluted bezel. It's currently 11,100. Mr. Tudor to you says 12,300. So an increase of $1,200. Got it. Doc Mick in Florida says 12,000 even, an increase of $900. Good guesses, guys. We'll let you guys continue to guess for another 10 seconds here. This is the Datejust 41. It's the most luxurious configuration, stainless steel, but with the Jubilee bracelet and the white gold fluted bezel. Take your pick of the dial colors. It's currently 11,100. C3D now says 12,500, which would be a whopping $1,400 price increase. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left for your last minute guesses. And the answer is the new price of the Datejust 41 fluted bezel and white gold and the Jubilee bracelet. The new price is $11,850. $11,850, an increase of $750. So that's $750 divided by 11,100. 6.8% price increase.
Interesting.
Yep. And thank you, Julius Caesar, for your guess. All right, that's it. That's it. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes to type in additional super chats with guesses, or we're pulling the plug on this bad boy. Listen, we're the first channel to bring you the leaked 2026 Rolex price list. Breaking news here. Maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow morning where we go through it again and give you guys another opportunity to see the new prices. Or you'll probably go to Instagram and someone will have the whole friggin' 53-page price list posted up there for you guys. Who knows? The last 2 minutes.
This was awesome, OC, and hopefully next in 2 years I'll see you in Dubai. That's my bucket list item, is to go over there for Watch Week. So maybe I'll see you over there in 2 years.
Be a pleasure. It would be an absolute pleasure. Yeah. Johnny O, $10 super chat. Thanks for all the content and happy holidays. Thank you very much, Johnny O. That's a very generous and very nice sentiment. I wish happy holidays to everyone out there. Thank you very much for your support. Johnny O, type in a reference number in the chat and we'll cover it. If there are no more super chats, we'll cover your reference number as the last item for the day. If you're watching this on the replay, upvote the live stream, guys. This is actual watch content. We do actual real watch content here. Smart watch talk for the smart collector. We don't do toxic garbage and the politics of self-destruction and all that nonsense that you see all over Watch YouTube these days. We do reaction videos. We do breaking news, watch releases, the best, absolute best. Is the unboxing stream tomorrow? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say, but I would tune, if I were you, Saturday night, like around 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 or 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, if there's going to be an unboxing stream, which could be the biggest unboxing stream of all time, it will likely be tomorrow night at 9 or 10 o'clock. So yeah, it's possible. And it'll probably go members only. Probably go members only. So yeah, it's happening. It could happen. Do I know 100% for sure? No. But we do have 2 or 3 people who may be wanting to create the biggest unboxing show of all time. Hey, look at this. Macallan Drinker. Just logging off for the week. Upvoted as always. Thank you for upvoting. Let's get to, it'd be nice to get to 35 likes. We have so many people watching. We got a lot of lurkers. We have a lot of lurkers out there. Johnny O says, what's the price of the new GMT? Which configuration, Johnny O? Because there's white gold Pepsis. Got Jonathan Smith in the chat. VOC, what's up, Jonathan Smith? Thanks for joining for the last couple minutes here. Let's do it. Let's go to the GMT Master 2. You tell me which specific configuration, and I will pull it up. And just let us know. The Bruce Wayne on Jubilee. Bruce, let's let us know, Oyster or Jubilee. Let's do it. Let's see. Boom, boom. Let's configure it. Stainless steel, because there's lots of configurations here. Gray and black. Jubilee, says Johnny O. What Johnny O wants, Johnny O gets. Thank you very much for the very generous acknowledgement of the great content that we do here. Very much appreciated. Let's click on Jubilee and pull it up. It's the Bruce Wayne on Jubilee, currently priced at $11,300. $11,300. It's the 126710 GRNR. 11,300. Guys, guess in the chat. Guess. What is the new price for 2020? If you want to know the price of any watch, this is the last chance. $1.99 super chat. We're pulling the plug on this puppy in 2 minutes. Type in your guesses in the chat. GMT Master 2 Bruce Wayne on Jubilee. It's currently $11,300. The new price for 2026. Johnny O's going to guess. He's going to guess $12,100, which would be a $800 price increase. $800 price increase. I got Doc Mick. These are great guesses, by the way. Now you guys are like you're honing in on the price increases here. $11,950 says Doc Mick in Florida, member of the channel. C3D now has a guess in here. Mr. Tutor to You says 12,000. I love it. Let's pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up here. I gotta go through this. I gotta search through the document. GMT Master 2. There's the Batman. There we go. There it is. It's the GRNR, right? Is that the one? GRNR? 126710 GRNR. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the price of both the Oyster and the Jubilee. Just because I'm being generous. Okay. The price for it on Mr. Tutor to You says by the 12,000. C3D now says 12,300. Julia Caesar in the chat, a member, 12,250. The price for the Bruce Wayne on Oyster is 11,800, and the price of the Bruce Wayne on Jubilee is 12,000 even. So there you go. 11,800 on Oyster, 12,000 even on Jubilee, a price increase of $700. Price increase of $700. Ryan Hofray's in the chat. What's up? That's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If there's a super chat in the last 1 minute, we will pull up the last reference. Otherwise, I want to remind you guys to reach for the crown. Let's pull up my favorite video of all time. Boom. And that's it. Psych student John D and Psych student John D and ZD, thank you for jumping on the panel. Thanks to everyone for watching. Upvote the live stream if you're watching on the replay. And we will catch you on the next one. Have a great Friday night, guys.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
And action.